Hello, Leo. Welcome to your April 2021 Oracle and Tarot reading. I hope you're doing well. First of all, I'd like to thank you for watching this video and following my channel. If you didn't follow or you didn't subscribe, please click the subscribe button. Also, you can click the bell there and maybe get some information on when I post my new videos. But I think even when you hit subscribe that you get the notification about that. But anyway, I skipped the March reading. I had some mobile phone issues, so I couldn't film the videos, but that's why this month I'm giving a huge reading. It's a very big one and with a lot of information for each week and the whole month, and I hope you will like it. I don't know how you're feeling. I didn't tap into the energies much, so I will use the tarot to do that and to see what's happening with you in the month of April. Okay, first I will start with the Moonology deck and see what are the messages from the moon. I haven't done this for a long time, so I guess it's a good time now with the new moon and everything. But yeah, you will watch. I mean, this is for April, but I'm doing it sooner, so definitely tapping into the April energies. So first I will pull 4 cards from the Moonology deck to see what are the general energies. Okay, we're pulling 4 cards for each week, 1 card. Okay, they're popping. one more for Leo. Okay. And yeah, we will see what is happening. I started this new reading, and of course it's a general reading. Even though there's a lot of information, it's a general reading, so please take that into account. And also what I want to say, yeah, it's for Sun, Moon, Venus and rising sign of Leo, and definitely wow, cool. Definitely maybe won't resonate with everyone. If it doesn't, you can always take the one-on-one reading and contact me. The details about everything is in the description below this video. If this also doesn't resonate, maybe you should also watch the other videos and look at your moon sign or rising sign or whatever. So that will help you get better understanding on what's happening in April for you. Sorry about my face. I'm like, it's early and I'm doing this from the morning, so I will get better probably during the day. Okay, let's see, what did we get? So the first week of April for you, the message from the moon is a time for healing, balsamic moon. Well, this is a nice energy, and obviously if there was some turbulent times in March, then this is a perfect time for you to get into the healing mood. Also, the next week of April, it says step out of your comfort zone. This is my thing also, and I'm also I have a moon in Leo. I'm really, with this corona and everything, I realized that I'm very comfortable being at home and not moving much among people and doing stuff like that, and it can get really addictive, to all the time be in your comfort zone, in a comfortable place. But I also see that now it's more than needed for me to step out of it and really start working on things more more efficiently. And maybe this is also the message for you, maybe we get the same message. Step out of your comfort zone, North Node. The third week of April says don't let your past hold you back, South Node. So if there will be something that is coming to you back from your past, or some issues that are revolving your past, maybe this is a good message for you. Don't let that hold you back. it can feel maybe sometimes a bit overwhelming. It can be like something is pulling us down, but that's probably something we need to deal with, but not, let bring us down. And the last one, which is perfect, don't let pride get in your way, but also it's a Leo energy. It's a full moon in Leo, and it's the fourth week, or the fourth week of the month of April, so 4/4. So don't get into your prideful self or ego tripping, just allow this wonderful energy to come around you, and realize that being this strong is also doesn't mean that you have to push your will or do something like that. The strong person is the one that knows when to stop, and sometimes we should just control ourselves and don't let the anger or whatever rule us. Okay, so I will, like I said, I will pull a lot of cards. And now I will go into the part where I'm just pulling the cards. First, I will use the wild unknown archetypal. It's very interesting archetypal energy. So I will pull for each week one card, and we will see. This is going to be like the energy of each week. These are really interesting cards, and I really love them, and they have this like very deep meaning. So it's kind of like putting maybe even something that we are not seeing ourselves, or we don't want to deal with, or maybe don't want to talk about, so it's good to kind of pull those kind of energies. First I will pull them like upside down for each week, because I want to pull all the cards and then we will look at them. Okay, so this is like the general energies and something that we need to deal with. The second card is the Tarot of the Spirit, and this one I'm using for pulling some general messages for the week. Okay, so what is the core issue of this week that we are dealing with? I'm sorry if there's noise. I'll try to. It's not helping. Okay. Okay, let's pull this for. So like I said, general messages for each week. The next, I'm pulling the love part. This is, I'm using the Fountain Tarot for that. It's a very extensive reading. There's a lot of cards on the table, so I hope it doesn't get too confusing. So this is for the love, okay? To see some of these love energies for Leo for the month of April, and what are we dealing with in each week. And the last but not least, I'm pulling 4 cards for the outcome, okay? For each week we are pulling some outcome cards. What is going to be the outcome of that week? Okay. 3, 4. Okay, so I will pull each card by the week, okay? I will open the whole week, and then I will see and tell you the messages, and then I will use this huge bundle of cards. This is Muse and Lightseers. Sorry, something is scratching my throat. Something happens. It's like I have an allergy or something, but also sometimes I relate this to us having a problem to vocalize something. So maybe if you are having a problem in vocalizing something, it's also good to kind of like pay attention on your throat chakra. Maybe do some meditation, maybe some exercises with your throat, maybe some singing, okay? Doesn't matter if you know how to sing or not. It's just sometimes good to exercise our vocal cords. Okay, so well, this is so hard to shuffle and to cut, but doesn't matter. Okay, so this is all now. Well prepared. Now we will dive into the reading. Let's see what's happening with Leo. Of course, this archetypal cards, like I said, this is from Wild Unknown, the Kim Krans. I will advise with the book because I don't know all the cards by heart and they're very, very specific. So I don't want to give you some wrong impression. But first, let's see what is the energy of the week. So first, what you got is the Mirror. Okay, this is the first archetypal card. Okay, the Mirror, we always know that it can be like, and it's interesting how, look, there's the moon over here. And here you got from the Moonology deck a time for healing. So this is interesting. Okay, we'll talk about it, but let's see further. The second card you got, Sister of Wind, but in reverse. This is also in other decks. I always see this as the like a princess of air or something like this. Then here we have a Strength in reverse, which is usually a Leo card, so we don't know, we will see. And the Justice in reverse. Okay. So, what is with the energies? Okay, since I will start from this time of healing. I think that maybe we have this situation with you where you definitely are in some time you were maybe going through some trouble. This made you quite tired. You felt like there was no justice in a situation or something like this. But in this week, the first week of April, we will be dealing with the mirror situation. I see also the mirror usually as a reflection. Okay, so we are very reactive sometimes to other people when they are doing something, when they're saying some things to us, but then we realize later that this is just a reflection of how we feel and what we are actually dealing with. So I sometimes find myself when I'm being very smart for other people, you know, like you have to do this, you have to do that. Why are you like this? Why are you like that? But then at the same time, then I like revisit the whole conversation and then I realize, okay, maybe this is something that I'm also dealing with. And usually when I do that, it's good for me because I get to some like very good conclusions or some new information and I actually tap maybe more into my higher self where I allow this information to come in and to like help me deal with the situations. So sometimes we need to look into the mirror. So it's like something like this, you know, the reflection, the illusion, the looking glass. It says we look into mirrors every day without recognizing them as portals into another realm. They can shatter, flatter, distort, reflect, and project an image back to us that we deem to be true. The energy of the mirror is all about self-perception. When the archetype of mirror appears, we are in the mythic land of Narcissus, who saw himself reflected in a pool and fell in love with his own image. So compelled by his reflection, he could not turn away, a fixation that eventually led to his death. Recognize the power and danger of the mirror. It is a construct, one that may drive a shard between you and your true self. The mirror contains trickster energy. Put the phone down, stop with the comparisons, and let the mirror stand empty for a while. Rest with the one side. This is really good. And actually, what I also like about this card, speak to yourself gently and kindly in the mirror. It will feel awkward at first, but it is sure way to become friends with yourself. You know, I think that this is also kind of like in this energy of our modern times. You know, we are using selfies a lot. And this becomes kind of distorted, you know, because of the filters and everything. We kind of don't see actually how we really look like. And sometimes when somebody else takes a shot, you are like, oh my God, this is how I look. This is how people see me. You know, it's like, oh. So maybe there is a situation with you like this, you know, like thinking about how you're being seen, what is happening, who are you actually, how are you looking at yourself, how are you seeing yourself? Do you really see your true self or do you see a reflection that you want to portray, you know? So it's very like in this week you should definitely kind of like look into that, and we will see what is the. So it's Three of Cups, Three of Emotion. I definitely see this. I can see this. Okay, usually this card is like maybe your soul tribe meeting with someone who you're. But also, I like that there is like three faces here, and they're actually at first glance looking the same. But when you look at a bit better, you can see that there are differences. And in one, she's keeping her eyes closed. In another, she's keeping her eyes open. There is a moon in one hand. There is a glass, like a moon in, like a full moon in her other hand. I can see this also like different reflections, different sides of ourselves. So I would definitely say that in this first week, you should definitely take a look at all your sides, all your roles, all your faces, all that you present and represent. Okay. So this is something very, very important for this week. I can also see, because everything is in reverse, I would say that you're having a problem with this. The sister of wind, she's actually like a very sharp, very truth-driven person, and not very illusionist, doesn't believe much in illusions. She cuts illusions to the core. So this is what I see here. It's like it's the general energy is like cut through the illusion. You don't get involved in the illusion part. And you have a Page of Pentacles, which is like totally grounding yourself. Is the energy of grounding, and it's a very slow paced energy. And maybe Leos like to do things fast, let's do it. But now is the time. In this week you definitely need to take time and have patience, and especially for yourself. If you are dealing with kind of like this identity issues, or maybe even existential issues, maybe you are dealing with some like job loss, or where do you go next, or what do you do. This page is just saying that this is a time to sit, to like stand in your ground, like stand your ground, be very like you have to be in balance, okay, in balance, to be able to stand like this in your ground. And also this pentacle represents your project, something that you will put your energy into. But this is like I said, it needs a lot of patience. This is a slow energy, and it needs patience. And in the love department, it says strength in reverse. So maybe you kind of got into a situation where a love situation brought you down. It didn't work out. It didn't bring the strength in you, or you are connecting with someone who is like kind of sucking out your strength and making you feel unsure about yourself and whatever you represent in this relationship. Maybe you are connecting with someone who is not giving you the attention you need. We'll see now. I'm using Romance Angels for the clarification of this love part. So let's see. Yeah, it says here unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So definitely, if you're connecting with someone who's making you feel like that, making you feel down, or you're losing your energy and you're losing your feeling of security or anything like this, I think you should definitely maybe think about ending this kind of relationship, because it doesn't make you feel good. And I see the Justice in reverse. It's like there's the call for you to make a decision, probably, because justice is also like deciding. Also, you don't feel that things are going like in the right way. There's no justice in a situation. So the outcome of this week is obviously pushing you to make a decision, okay, and to find there's the Two Pentacles. So it's like you have to find justice in this situation for yourself, because it's in reverse. You will try to find a solution, okay, you will try to handle it in some sort of way. And Two of Pentacles is a good energy, because yeah, it's pushing us to do to come into a situation where we are kind of like juggling, but also juggling things to make them work. So if you are trying to juggle a situation in this part, I don't think you should. I don't think the part is love that you need to juggle, but you need to juggle your self-esteem, your the way you feel, how you feel, what you see, who you actually are, and how you see yourself. Okay, so this is the first week. The second week, we said step out of your comfort zone, and you got the village. Okay. So the village card, it's very unique also. The second one in like the general energy is the Mother of Water, which I also see as the Queen of Cups, which is like the most loving energy that exists, maybe like almost like an empress, but or there. And in the love department, you're still like Nine of Cups in reverse. You're still like kind of like obviously thinking about what and how. And the Moon in reverse. Okay, just a minute. Okay, I will turn these cards because I think I didn't. Okay. Okay, so the village. I will look at the village because I'm not sure. Do I know it correctly? So not to say something wrong. Just respect. So the village, it says the hometown, the family, the tribe. Yeah, and it's kind of connecting with like this three of emotions at the beginning of the week, can also be like trying to connect with your tribe. And this can also be like really now, okay, now I want to find someone who thinks like me, feels like me. I want to be in a community and a place where people are connected to me, where I don't feel like an outsider, where I'm not being judged, where I'm seeing for the person I am, where I feel comfortable in. Okay, so that's actually the village. And wow, there's the Lovers card. So maybe also like uniting yourself in one, but also finding someone or meeting someone in your soul tribe that will make you feel again loved, that you will feel the love that you're really trying to get or feel. And this doesn't have to be necessarily like a relationship thing, but sometimes people that you are in your soul tribe with, they really truly love you, and that they can also give you some sort of love that can be very rewarding and push you further into emotions. So this is like Mother of Water. I'm seeing like maybe this is happening for you in the second week, where you are surrounding yourself with the people who you love and who love you, and then your emotions are kind of like bursting into air and you're feeling loved again. And this makes you, this is Four of Pentacles, it's like making you, okay, now I'm going to like give some time to myself. I want to work on myself. I want to work on how I feel, what I've been through. Like, and this is also connected with stepping out of your comfort zone, because now if there is like a relationship and in the first week of April, or in this in this like time period, then definitely you will want to like, okay, let me see what is happening, what am I now, what am I doing. And actually this Nine of Cups in the love part, it's like also like just confirming that now, okay, you are seeing what is it that you are and what is it that you can offer. And if somebody doesn't see that, then this is not the person for you. So definitely, yeah, someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. So you have to be aware that someone is hiding, and someone who is hiding in the relationship doesn't show who they really are. So whether it's this is you or the other person that is making this disruptive, and this is why a certain relationship just don't work, because people are not being honest of who they are, what they truly believe in, what they can offer in a situation. So definitely, if there is a form of deception in a situation, yeah, and there's a lot of control issues in this relationship, allow this situation to unfold naturally, just let go of control issues, just allow things to unfold. And if there is no love or respect in a situation, then really in a relationship, then you should really, like go away from that. These things don't usually change. The respect comes gradually, but also sometimes if there is no respect in a relationship, even in the beginning, you should not go there, because you should not ever fight for someone to respect you. You can earn your respect, okay, but at the same time, the respect is gained by just meeting someone. I respect you for who you are, and I will not judge you on what you are. This is also respect. And the moon is like here at the as the outcome. I think that at the end of it, at the end of the second week, you will definitely have a lot of things that you need to reflect. I think that you will have to look into the shadow aspect. You will have to look, what is that? What is like not functioning here, or what is this disruptive energy in my life? I have to put a light on it. I have to shed a light on it, because I need to deal with it. And yes, and this will bring you, okay, the Hierophant is also like, it can be very like religious part, but also it's like a structure, it's like a stability, and definitely you will go and look for your stability. You will look what makes you stable in yourself, in your energy, in your relationships also. So definitely this is like the end of the week. There's a strong energy of looking for some stability, but also like grounding yourself, like maybe putting some steps forward. What should I do? How should I go on with this? What would be my best thing to do in the future? Okay, so the third week we have the Sword. So I always look at the Sword as cutting through bullshit. I always say that. But there's also like a lot of things here, and I think that if you will go into the moon stage, the third week can also be like this. What is the shadow aspect? What is the light part of it? What is good? What is bad? What should I let go? What should I accept? Where should, this is like totally kind of like, for me, I would interpret Sword like this in your reading, because it's kind of going with the everything that's happening. But I can also just make a quick look. The knife, the blade, the weapon. Okay. Use the sword is to decide. We must make these cuts again and again if we are growing. Decisions shape our life, and the sword is an infinite shaper of destiny. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, for me, I would just leave it at what I said. It's like definitely something, things need to be cut down. We need to cut all the situations that are not serving us. We need to see where I'm going next, maybe even cut in the illusion, where we are making things very illusionary, where we are losing our reality from something that is really happening. There's a lot of things that you can do. Okay, the next card is the Mother of Earth. Okay, I love this, how this gradually in the general energies, we are going from this air sisters of wind in reverse, and then we are in the water, and then we are in the earth. We're gradually through week, you're going through the elements, and this is really cool. And look, the Lovers again. So we started with the Lovers in the first week, and now we are here. So this can also mean some like nice loving energy happening. And we end with the Hermit. Okay, so this is, like I said, the Sword. I think it's like cutting through the illusions, like looking like even like we had this Moon and the Hierophant. It's like very like, let's see into the shadow, but also let's see what is bringing me structure, and what is me, what am I, what is like, there's a lot of questions about this stability part. And then the Sword is like, let's cut this. Yeah, and look, Sword is explained with death and rebirth. So definitely, look, death and rebirth, like we know, death is like the death of something, and then it's always like a rebirth. The card itself is like in these two ways. So definitely with this Sword, it's like you're cutting something, and it's also like, death and rebirth situation. Like, enough of this, I want new things. I want to resurrect. I want to find something new for me. And this is also very perfect with this Mother of Earth, which I really love. I usually kind of like also connect her with the Empress energy, which is very nurturing, very loving, but also very grounded in this situation. She's very stable. She's very materially stable. She's like, you're looking at her and it's like, oh my God, look at this. She's perfect. So this is the perfect energy for that. It's like when you cut to the chase of things, then you are trying to, the instability kind of slowly goes away, and you're feeling more and more stable. And look, the star is explaining the Earth Mother, which is wonderful, because it's like, yeah, this is what I wanted. This is my wish fulfillment. This is what I worked to. I wanted to come to a place where I feel good about myself, where I'm letting go of the shit that I don't need, I'm not letting the past hold me back, which is also don't let the past. There is a warning here. Do not go into the past, look into the future. I'm just allowing myself to, get what I try to manifest, and I'm opening up myself to new possibilities, new relationships, new people, new love, or whatever. And then we have this lovers card in the love department, which means that, yeah, maybe you are really so like it's a fast energy, fast moving energy, but maybe something that was here, the energy was maybe like very stale, or this relationship was going anywhere. So wasn't going anywhere. So maybe that happened. Maybe the new opportunity just showed itself up very soon. But also it could be that maybe you were working through this relationship and you got into a point where you were like, okay, I still love you, I want to work harder on this. But no, I don't think so. There's the tower explaining the lovers. So definitely something will crash down, something will fall down on the lovers. And even if you will try to like let your past hold you down, the tower will crush that, and this will not happen. And okay, but I want to take this card. And yes, you need your true love. So definitely, if you met someone new and you were trying to like go into the past moment, the tower will crush it. But if you allow yourself to believe, this can be your true love. So there's like two situations, and yeah, I pulled the card. I usually really spontaneously sometimes go and explain the fountain card with this one. Although I said I will do the Romance Angels, but okay. So it's kind of good thing because there's like two situations. One is like if you are trying to go with the past relationship, you will get the tower and things will just tumble down on you. But if you are allowing yourself to meet someone new, or if you met someone new, this could be a true love. Okay, this could be the romance of a lifetime. So don't don't like don't you don't have to go fast into it. You don't have to like, but don't crush it, or just don't like put it on a side because it's maybe too soon or you don't believe it. Just give it a chance. And you have at the end as an outcome a hermit energy, which is very possible that you will have to go a bit into your emotions, into yourself, like look into the what happened, what is happening, what is pulling you down, what is not pulling you down. The hermit energy is always good. Okay, look, the moon again. And it's also like a good for that, it's good to look again into the shadow. So maybe whatever happens in this third week, I don't see it as some negative or very it could be turbulent. If you are allowing yourself to be pulled by the past, you will definitely have a lot to think about. You will have to like kind of do the two steps back, one step forward, two steps back, because definitely the relationship that you are in now, it's not giving you what you need. It's making you very unstable. So the tower will just come. Things cannot go for so long. Sometimes just the universe says, okay, enough of that shit. I don't care. Enough. And now you deal with it again. So if you have this repetitive situation from week to week, this is only because it's so hard sometimes to go inside ourselves and to see the truth as it is and for what it is. And this is not so specific for Leos or something. This is all of us, because it's so hard sometimes to let something go. It's hard to let someone into our lives, it's hard to make changes in our daily routines. It's hard to get out of your comfort zone. It's hard like not to let your past hold you back. So these are all things that we are all dealing, with all the time. And we always feel like, come on, where is the end? When is this going to stop? But then it repeats itself again. So I guess we are just going into circles, but usually sometimes it stops, If we meet the right person, if we make the right decision in a situation, if we allow things to happen sometimes, that can also be very helpful for us to go out from this kind of cycles, okay? So the last and the fourth week of April for you, we get the Bardo. Okay, I got this yesterday, so I kind of vaguely know what it means. I will look. Then we have the Chariot is your general energy. In the love department, we have Five of Cups. We don't like that very much. And in the last, Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so the Bardo is actually, okay, let me just open it up first. It's under, for you, it's under the don't let your pride get in the way, which I kind of can actually connect with the Bardo card. Okay. It says the liminal in between, the transition. It's a very, very cool card, first of all. And it says that the Bardo is a place between this life and the next, a liminal realm. It's like connecting us to our higher self. I would also say that it's sometimes opening our eyes for going beyond this physical, going beyond what we always believed in, you know. It's like opening us up to a cosmos, you know, allowing us to connect with all the knowledge that everything that is around us, you know, with people that are around us, with people that are no longer around us. It's like really totally like connecting us with the source of all the knowledge, all the energies, I would even say. If you are getting this energy, it's like you have to kind of look deeper into the situations beyond what is seen or beyond what you felt. Sometimes if we go deep enough, then we can forgive much sooner than we would. Sometimes we look beyond a situation, and then we see what is hidden, what is the lesson hidden behind it. So maybe this is just calling you, and this energy is calling you to go very deep into the, you know, into the I'm sorry, into the healing. And it says here, if its energy does not belong to Earth as we know it, but rather to the cosmic network of which we are a single thread, you know. So it's kind of saying that there's a lot of knowledge that we are not tapping into, you know, because our collective energy is also energy. So it's there, and everything is happening there. It's like a huge computer, you know, and you just want to like tap into, like when you're Googling it, you know, just Google the invisible, Google the cosmic part. And maybe this will kind of show you where are you kind of going into the ego part too much, where is your fault about certain things, what you can change about yourself. But also you will maybe see that things are not so terrible, and people are not so terrible, they're just people. But also that you have to accept them as they are, as well as you have to accept yourself as you are. So if we will go into the explaining what is positive and negative, we will get lost into that, because we are what we are. And there's no point in giving these attributes or categorizing ourselves or others, because they are the way they are, you know. So all we can do is just like kind of communicate and say if something is bothering us. And there is the King of Wands energy, which I love, and he's so cute. The King of Wands energy is like very fiery, and look, this Leo behind him, you know. It's like it can be your energy, and also but mixed with this intuition, with inspiration, you know, getting like going into this like literally Bardo energy. It's like that, you know. You need to be very inventive, you need to go in beyond something that is seen to you. You have to be very like connected to yourself, but also allow yourself to show you the higher self. So it's very, very like interesting process, but also it can be very confusing. So don't get lost in the confusion. Allow yourself, you know, to explore this. And this Chariot is definitely here to push you into that situation. So this is the general energy of that week, but the Chariot is definitely pushing you to do that, you know. There is like there is a white and black angel here. They're like pushing you. There is like good or bad and this and that. And this is what I'm saying, the Chariot is kind of also for me in this situation, in your reading, it's kind of telling me don't get lost into good or bad, you know. Just look for the truth, look for the answers that will that are important to you, and go like a fool. Okay, the fool is like explaining the Chariot. It can be leap into the unknown. This can bring you into totally unknown territory, but also you have to be allowing yourself to leap into it, to believe and to realize that you don't know all, that you don't know everything, and that there are lessons that still need to be learned. But also knowing, okay, I don't know where I'm going, I don't know what is going to happen, but I'm just leaping. Okay, I'm going there. I will allow this energy to take me there. And doesn't necessarily have to be always good, but I always think that Fool is for me a kind of very positive card. I see it as a positive energy. So if we are really true in that, and if we are leaping into something that we truly believe can bring us good, I think it will bring you good in any form or shape. Okay, so not bad or good, negative or positive, but good for you. Love part is so like you got the 5 of Cups. Okay, so it seems like you feel like everything is always like not working in the love department. It's like always going like spilling. These cups are always spilling in front of you, but 5 cups is very specific. There's always 2 cups behind that are not spilled, which is just saying, okay, maybe this story didn't work, the other one will work. Okay, you just have to keep going, because the beauty is also in our exploring life, exploring other relationship, exploring other people. We don't have to tie the knot with one person and think this is for us. Some people are not like that. Some people need to explore, they need to meet other people, they need to have different connections. Doubting yourself in a situation that you feel like you are not able to have a normal connection or a normal relationship is like pouring this doubt into your life. It says here, stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. You have to believe that love can happen for you. And you shouldn't be afraid, and we all of us shouldn't kind of be afraid. I know that it hurts when the relationship breaks, and there's always someone who is kind of hurt in a situation, but we have to go through that too. I mean, being hurt, being in pain, being in like not a good place, it's also human. Okay, this is the part of us also. We cannot like all the time take little pills. I was watching this show, one TV show, and it was so mind like blowing for me when I realized that yes, we are all the time struggling. Like we want to feel happy, we want to hear this and that. We cannot be all the time happy. And even trust me, even if we lived in a world where we would put them, that they would put us and they would say, now you're going to be all the time happy, we wouldn't be able to do that, because the normal and natural part of us is also to feel sadness. It's also to feel pain, it's also to get like annoyed with things. Those are all human emotions, and we are allowed to have them. And this is like the Knight of Pentacles. It's like you slowly grounding yourself, and I would say like realizing what is your stability, where does your stability come from, and that is bringing you the 2 of Cups. So come on. We ended with 3 of Cups, and then we started with 3 of Cups and ended with 2 of Cups. 2 of Cups is literally new love. New love between 2 people, between 2 partners, between 2 people who are open in sharing their partnership, their energies, their lives, and everything like that. It could be really true love. Okay, so definitely, all this process can also bring you these wonderful rewards, and allowing you to accept yourself even better, and to know who you actually are and why you are in this world. And maybe like allow you to believe that there is love for you there, but there's also some exploring you have to do and some steps you have to take to get to this true love. But maybe the 4th week of April brings you love. So I want to tell you that when we are looking the whole month, in this general energies, you are like really slowly moving from this mirror stage to the Bardo stage, which is like literally going into the true higher self mode, which is perfect. Also in the general energies, I'm totally seeing the gradual, like from this like kind of unsure energy to the star, to the mother of earth, to the chariot, to the fool. It's like you're starting a new cycle of whatever you were dealing with, and we know that you were dealing with love, with maybe like self-esteem and some existential things. In the love department, you definitely have to believe in true love. You have to believe that you deserve love. And this is kind of like going through these stages. Maybe you are like cutting someone out. Maybe you will stop a relationship. Maybe that doesn't make you feel good, that is draining you. You have a right to do that. And the outcome is perfect because it's still love. There's a lot of shadow work. You will go into yourself. You will go into the shadow and try to, find out as much as you can and have to about what is important and what is not, and what should be let go, what is yours, what you need to feel stable, and I think all in all, this is a perfect month for you. So April brings a lot of, I think, positiveness and a lot of work, but a lot of like, if you do the steps, you will definitely reach a whole new level where you will feel really, really good about yourself and about people that you are connecting with. Okay, this is the new oracle, of course, always new. Oracle of the Black Doves of Africa. It's very interesting because these are like the old Libyan mosaics. And okay, I know you cannot see the cards very well. And you got prioritizing. Okay, this is your card for this month. I'm pulling this as the last card because I've noticed that they're really cool. And they give really, really good advice. So let me just find you here. Okay. So you got prioritizing. Okay. So good, it's short. There are some really long explanations. So prioritizing means importance depends on import. Key symbols: the wheat represents the harvest, and the hand mill represents the tedious work that must be done to ensure that we get sustenance from what we have gathered. Perfect. Religio-mythological association, Nidaba. Nidaba was the Sumerian goddess of learning and the harvest. Nidaba was linked to prophetic counseling and was the patroness of esoteric knowledge related to numbers, numerology, geometry, etc. And then we have Ceres. I would read it as Ceres, but maybe it's Ceres. Ceres was the Roman goddess of agriculture. The cults of Ceres and her daughter Prosperina, who were known in Greece as Demeter and Persephone, respectively, were the most important in Sicily. The Cerilia was a jubilant festival celebrated in Ceres's honor in April, and the word cereal comes from her name. This is for April. Look, come on. It's totally. So, divinatory meaning. Review your top priorities in life. Then consider how achieving whatever you asked about will help you accomplish, improve, or maintain the well-being of those top priorities. So, perfect. This is what I have for you for the April. I hope you will like this reading. Please let me know. Does it resonate? Is it interesting for you to watch? What do you think about it? Like, share, subscribe, all of the things that you maybe did or you didn't do. I don't know, but I'm definitely grateful for you watching, and I hope to see you next month. Okay, so have a great April. Enjoy your month. There's a lot of things happening, and yeah, thank you for watching. Kisses. Bye bye.